Assalamu alaikum मैम। आई जस्ट वांटेड टू आस्क यू थिंग कि जब हम क्लास लेते हैं तो उसी वक्त हमें बच्चों को नोट्स देना होता है ना। जैसे जो स्लाइड पे जो पॉइंटर्स हैं या जो थोड़े बहुत नोट्स हैं तो दे हैव टू नोट इट डाउन इन देयर बुक, राइट? अभी मेरा वो जो स्टूडेंट है हाजिक खान, वो थोड़ा-सा उसका थोड़ा-सा लेड बैक एटीट्यूड है। वो यही कहता है, अरे मैम अभी लिखने में फिर टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा, इतना सारा लिखना पड़ेगा, इतना सब लिखना है क्या? आप मुझे पीपीटी व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए ना, मैं उसमें से ही देख के पढ़ लूँगा ऐसा। सो आई वांटेड टू आस्क कि क्या हम बच्चों को पीपीटी व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं या आई हैव टू टेल हिम कि नहीं आप अभी क्लास में ही नोट्स लिखो?
Walaikum Assalam Rahmatullahi Barakatuhu. Good question, Nida. I just wanted to clarify regarding this point to all the teachers. कि a child is asking कि is he supposed to take down all the notes from the PPT in the class itself, or will that waste time and the PPT should be sent to the student after the class? So good question. This is a very important point where the whether the notes should be given to the child during the class itself, like for 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes or more than that, because notes are quite lengthy, or the notes should be sent to the child after the class. So this is a matter which is of concern for the parents as well, because some parents are very specific. They always prefer not to waste time, because this is their special class, communication skills class, which is of course they are paying for every session, so they are concerned about it. So let me clarify. The PPTs will be shown to the child in the class, and the child will be taught from the PPTs. I asked every child to maintain a separate notebook so that they take down the date, they note down the date and the class. For example, if today is 4th June or 5th June, they have to note down that 5th June and the year 2025, noting down the class as class 1, class 2, class 3, and how many classes they have enrolled, like total 12 classes or 8 classes, they will note down class 8. And after class 8, they will start from class 1 again. If they renew a new package or fresh package, will be noted down as class 1 again. So this is how we are following. So this the child will be noting down in the class the moment the class commence. So the moment the class begins, he will write down the date and class and chapter name or lesson name, or the main topic of the class. For example, presentation skills, tips for the best presentation. So whatever the topic is, he will note down the topic name. Now talking about the all the notes to be noted down in the class. So the answer is the child will not note down all the things from the PPT in the class, whereas noting down important points, for example, uh, tips for the best presentation. So I guess there are some 10 tips for the best presentation. So he will just note down the 10 tips for the best presentation. He will write down the headings of, for example, use hooks during presentation, uh, be relaxed, keep yourself calm, like the main headings of every point. 10 points are there, 10 tips are there for the best presentation. So from that 10 tips, he will note down the side headings in the class, because this will make him active, this will sharpen him, it will make his mind, it will actually activate his mind. He will show his full attention and concentration when he's noting down the important points in the class itself, and plus the definitions. For example, now he's doing memory building chapter. So what are the techniques in memory building chapter? There are 6 techniques in memory building chapter. The first technique is association technique. So he will note down the name of the association technique, and he will write down the definition of association technique. Whereas all the details, all the steps of association technique will not be noted down in the class, and the notes will be sent to the child after the class. because this is true that if they note down all the points, all the notes in the class itself, then it will waste a lot of their time, because this session is a very important session for the child, as it will improve his communication skills. He has to communicate with the teacher has to teach and ask questions from the child. So it is an interactive session, not the session like a classroom where the child will be encouraged to take down the notes from the board. All the notes will be given and the child is noting down, and it takes some 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the class. So no, this should not be encouraged in the class, or this should not be done in the class. Only the side headings, important points, some important definitions, and you can, moreover, you can note in the PPT that many of the definitions and important points are written in a highlighted manner. Every time I have written the definitions or points in some bold format, or I guess I have used red format for the definitions. So only that thing should be noted down. For example, there's a 4 5 lines definition is there. I have given a concise definition which is highlighted in a red color font. So only that red color font is to be noted down in the class itself, not the whole definition also, because 4 5 line definition is also not encouraged to write down in the class, whereas only the highlighted format, which is in red color font, only that is to be noted down in the class. So just, I guess, some 5 minutes of noting down will be there in the class, nothing more than that. Thank you. I hope I have cleared the doubt for all the teachers, because in all the PPTs, I have highlighted the important points and with a different font, different color, so that only that should be noted down in the class. Plus, some meanings are there. If in case vocabulary is there, at the bottom of the PPT, vocabulary is there, so they can just note down that. They can note down some important points, side headings, tips, some definitions in the class, and nothing more than that, because it's an interactive session. There should be a lot of communication in the class. That the teacher will teach, the child will be encouraged to speak on the same topic. At the end of the session, at least 5 10 minutes should be there, where there will be a revision of the topic which is taught in the class. The child has to summarize whatever has been studied discussed in the class, and the teacher will again correct the mistakes of the child. She will then tell, point out where he was wrong or what he did not tell. She will just help the child in speaking again, completing the topic and finally summarizing it. In the beginning, also, it will proceed with the previous discussion, revision of the previous topics taught. At the end, also, there will be a summarization of whatever topic has been covered in the class. And video presentation PPTs will also be discussed, where how a video has to be made, how the presentation should be given using the key pillars of communication skills like hand gesture, smile, voice modulation, how that is to be done. This should be taught, I guess, once in every 2 or 3 sessions. I mean, if a teacher is taking 3 classes in one session, at least 15 minutes she should take out. She should give a video presentation topic. She should teach the child how to speak on that topic. And that 5 6 lines of presentation should be noted down in the class. For example, if the child is encouraged to speak on the topic my best friend, so in the PPT the notes are already given for best friend. So the teacher should show that PPT to the child and encourage him to write down that in the class itself. And she should also show the child how to do the presentation using his hand gestures, how the presentation should be given to the child. So this is the thing which is followed in the class, in every class. Okay, thank you.